Okay, now we're going to start with my little German thyme. Now, if you look right there closely, old girl is coming back. She's coming back. Look all underneath there. You see that little green underneath? Look at the green down there. She is coming back to life. Okay, I thought I'd turn it around so that you, because I'm talking to you about what's going on my balcony and you have not seen me. So, yeah, good morning. How are you? Welcome to those who are new to my channel, and welcome back to my Yummy Babes. This is Yummy Mommy, and today we're going to continue what we were interrupted doing, and part two of was probably going to be another vlog too, because I had to end up making the previous one a vlog because I had blog things happening and I had to stop and film them. So we're going to do that. You saw in the opening that I showed you what I did, and I unfortunately did not film that, but you can see the result. So I want to let you know that we did put those different things in. We did lose two more. We lost two more herbs. But I am having a ball and making things from the herbs that I do have. I made some herb butters, which my son is very much enjoying when he roasts meats. So it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to have fresh herbs that you can eat and season your food. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get back to making dishes like I did before. I'm not doing that much cooking, going through a little change, a little transition. And as a disabled person, I'm not able to do everything at once, and I ain't mad about that, because I'm gonna tell you why. I really don't think we're supposed to be doing everything at once. I don't know who talked us into that, but I don't think it works like that. So I'm probably just falling into what I should be doing as a human being. Okay, so just stay tuned, and if you like what you see and what you've seen, just keep watching. I came out here today without the camera and I potted all these plants up, so don't be upset, okay? And I was just quite a ways along, you know, before, so I didn't quite get that. But here's something. Now this is tarragon, but it's called Mexican tarragon, and this is German thyme. For some reason, like I've told you before, you can get these things and bring them home, and that's bam. They were doing great, but then just bam. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to feed them for a few days and see if they come back, because I have the same problem as you can see over here with this thyme, you see. But you see at the top of it, it's coming back, and you see down there at the bottom, it's coming back. So what I'm going to do is when they get fully up, I'm going to cut them off in favor of the ones at the bottom. But the rest of these seem to be doing just fine. But sometimes you can bring something home and it just does not work. So I got interrupted, so this is part two. This is the next video. And after I put away the food, my camera started acting up, and I just never could get it to do what it needed to do. I think that I have enough footage for the one that comes before this one, but I'm not sure. But this is the Mandevilla, and it is called Tropic Escape. I don't know if that's the brand that's selling it or what the flower is called, but it's not it gorgeous? I put 6 in this big old pot here, pretty big old pot. And over the next few days, I'm going to feed it with the kelp, because I put over here something that I don't think would disturb the flavor of the basil, which is the curly parsley. But I think the basil will improve its flavor being in the pot, you know. But my basil's not as green as I would like it to be, so I'm going to see if it's because it was in a little bit of shade and it needs more sun, or it needs more kelp. This one eventually, which is a daisy. It's a Gerber daisy. I'm trying to see, but it came to my mind. This is Gerber daisy. I'm gonna put it out front. And of course, this is rosemary. And again, like I told you, the tarragon, which we might lose that. Because let me tell you something. A lot of times you lose these plants that's been sitting in the garden center for so long, not because you did anything wrong. It's just because they've been sitting there and they've been overfed. And once they're not overfed, they just don't understand what you're doing. They think people have abandoned them. So, oh my God, it's the end of the world. And so, yeah, that's what's happening. But we're going to really try to get this tarragon back because I use a lot of tarragon in my cooking. And I just wanted to try this German sage because it's very licorice-like. But now, I have been cutting the flowers off of these, so you can see right there where I've cut them off. They make flower heads. If you let them hang around, they'll make seed. But those basil flower heads are edible, and they are very savory. But they're different in flavor. They're more like licorice flavor, just like this German thyme over here. But it's a light, mild flavor that adds depth to meats. And I thought I was going to be, not so happy about it. But I made a taco, like I think I told you in the last one, a taco meat filling, and it was delicious. So you want to try those kinds of things. Make sure it's basil, and make sure that that's what it is, because I don't want you going out here cutting off stuff. You see what I'm saying? And that's not what it is. So yeah, I want to apologize. I didn't film it, but here's the result. So we're going to get on with this, which is probably going to have to be some type of vlog because I had a whole nother idea where I was going to make this, potting these, the video. And it just did not work out. Okay. So, stay tuned. I'm about to make my son a little lunch, but I thought I'd show you what I take. This is for when you start seeing all those freckles popping up, you're getting things released from parts of your body that need to be cleared up. And if you're having different things that happen now. I'm not telling you to take them, but I take them. And these are pills. And here is what it looks like. They're really tiny. I take 6 to 8 of them. A lot of times my son throws them in the smoothie that he makes for me every morning. This is the smoothie. So I've already taken 5 of them. I'm going to take 6 today. And I call them my little pesticides, insecticide for the body. And that has been working for me. So I just thought I'd tell you about that. I got these off Amazon. It's 112 little tablets in it. You can take whatever you want to do. I'm not telling you to take it. I'm not advising you to take it. I'm not insisting that you take it. I'm just telling you what I take. And if I said that, I'll find it and cut it out because I don't mean that. I'm telling you what I take, and I tell you what I do. They make me these smoothies, and I take these. But I don't take anything year long. And I've said that before. That's not a good idea because you can have problems with that. So I don't take this every day, every morning. I don't. And I never take anything past 12 weeks. Just thought I'd tell you about that. Okay, my son's working from home today. And a lot of meetings. Doing a little something to try to help out. Made lunch. I'm going to put a little Thousand Island on top of the salad. And I hope he enjoys it. Gotta help out sometimes. You know, it's just a kind thing to do. And those are my babies. Ooh, yum. Yum, yum. coming to the end of this particular video. I hope I ain't got nobody's address on this thing. And I thought I'd come out here today and let you know what it's looking like before we end this particular video, like vlog-esque kind of thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn around and show you that, but remember now to subscribe, please share, okay? Follow me on other platforms. I'm over there on everything, IG, TikTok, Twitter X, whatever it's called. I'm on all that as Yummy Mummy. And so go on and check all that stuff out, and go ahead and give me a blue heart if you go over there and check that out on IG, on TikTok. Give me a blue heart down in the comments and let me know that you went. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you, and also I want you to leave something in the comments underneath this particular video. That will help me out so much too. We want to also subscribe, because we want to get on up to at least, you know, a good number, you know what I mean? Not so much, I want to get up to the first 1,000, of course, but help me to get up to that, and we'll work toward that. And then as we expand, because that's what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to expand. As I'm getting better, I'm feeling better, I can walk further, I can get out and do more. I want you to see this city and see these surrounding states, because you're going to love what you see around this particular part of the eastern area of these United States. Okay, so I'm going to turn you around, and I want you to know that I love you. And that's really true, because I've been doing a lot of praying lately, because there's a lot going on, honey. It's a lot going on. And I want you all to think about making the right decisions about where we should be going from here. Okay? So I love you. I see you. I see you. I want you to be there on time and check those posts and see the video every week, every Wednesday. And you know, leave down in the comments if you think I should do it earlier. I should do it 6:30 on Wednesday. If you want me to change the time I'm putting up my videos, let me know. But let's take a little peekaboo at what this balcony garden is looking like. Okay? Okay, now we're gonna start with my little German thyme. Now if you look right there closely, oh girl is coming back. She's coming back. Look all underneath there. You see that the little green under there? Look at the green down there. She is coming back to life. I gave her kelp, and that's what happened. When I gave her the kelp, I fed her with that, and she started coming back. Okay, so as she comes back more strongly, I'll start to cut her back, but I don't know where she's coming back yet. So that's why I haven't cut away the parts that look like they're not alive. So we're gonna just give her time and let her work on herself, and she's coming back. Now this is the tarragon. I'm not sure she's gonna come back. But she's not hurting anybody, so I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna leave her here. Okay, and this is the rosemary. Now a lot of you know this, because this is something we put on our salmon. And look at this old girl. When I brought her home, you can see over here, look at that, she was browning even when I brought her home from the center. Look over there, browning. And look how all of that was brown. All what I'm showing you now is brown. She has greened up, and I gave her kelp too. I put it in water. I showed you that before. If you go back and watch me doing the front yard, you'll see me doing the kelp. Now I had to get some of the yellow leaves off of her, because like I told you before, you have to get that dead stuff off, because they'll keep trying to feed it, and you don't want to do that. So once we took her out, and this is a Gerber daisy, I really want her in the front yard, so I'm going to try to do that, but we'll have to see, because it's pretty hot. We have an unusual heat right now about this time of year, so it's affecting everything. The leaves have turned brown on trees. It's really something, and I'm sure you all experience the same thing, because I watch some of the people I watch, and they are saying that it is unusually hot. But she is so healthy. Healthy. Now this is the mandevillas. Now what I want to get down in here and show you is, look down here. Now there are 6 plants in this pot. So I want you to know there's 6 plants in this pot, And these little youngins right here, I want you to take a look. Look how they are coming in. I fed every last one of these pots with kelp, because sometimes when you transfer them, they may get in a little shock, and it might be a good idea to feed them. But you need to check the soil and see if it has little beads in it that are fertilized. They would call time release. Sometimes they put little blue, they come in little blue, and they are time release, and you might not want to add any more kelp. So it's just all in a matter. Now remember, when you repot this, because I saw one of my little friends, Maya, I think her name was, and she was trying to pot up some plants, but she didn't put any drainage rocks in the bottom of it. And it might be a good idea if you do that, because it keeps your roots from packing down too hard and they won't be able to travel through the soil to settle themselves. So try to remember to put some drainage rocks or some kind of clay broken pots at the bottom across the hole where the water comes out, so you don't go out so fast, the water, but it does that these plants don't get too much of a wet feet. Now you can see that this mandevilla is really showing up and showing off, honey. She just having a ball. She got all these new flowers coming and everything, and she has completely greened up, and you can see her coming in brand new right there, and new flowers right there too. The coloring on it is fabutabulous, and I love it. And they're just spilling all over the top of these pots. Now, I'm very proud of this little balcony garden. Now, we're going to go on over here. Now, I want you to look very closely, because look at, when you see, that's oregano. Look at little like hard, round shaped leaves. And you can look over here. This is regular thyme. And thyme is always very tiny. Now, we have this thyme. And remember, a little earlier, I showed you the German thyme that's coming back with the little tiny leaves. I want you to be able to look at these things like the thyme, like this particular, it has skipped my mind for the moment, and I'll come back to it, like this rosemary, and look at those leaves so that you can recognize them. You can also go into the produce section of your grocery store, and you can look at it there and familiarize yourself with what these herbs are and what these herbs look like. And then what you can also do is add one herb to meat, fish, chicken, and then see how you like those flavors and learn to recognize the flavors before you add several different kinds of herbs. And just a reminder, as I have told you before, if you add too many herbs together that do not go together, you'll get kind of like for lack of a better word, a pissy taste. You'll get a pissy taste on your food. That means you added too much of these herbs to it, and too many different kinds. You see what I'm saying? So you can do that a lot of times when you have pre-made seasonings, because a lot of people are not reading what's actually in the seasoning. So they're putting 2 or 3 or 4 of the same thing on the food. Now this is sage, and sage chicken, sage turkey, sage poultry, period, is delicious. But I eat sage on a lot more stuff than that. But you gotta just been cooking 40 years, Not 40, okay, but cooking. I'm trying to make myself, more important than I am. But you gotta be cooking quite a few times and quite a few years so you can figure it out. But this is oregano. This is sage right here, and that is the everyday thyme right there. Okay. Now over here we have where I wanted to wait and show you these flowers that I was talking about that's on the basil. Now this is basil. See these leaves? These leaves are basil, and these are the flowers. If you leave those flowers, they will make seeds. You see what I'm saying? They will make seeds. But you can cut those flowers off, and you talking about some good, like a red meat seasoning. It's delicioso. Okay? Now, here we have it down here, trying to flour it down here. And this is so tasty. My daughter said she put some of it on salmon. I make butters with it. I go ahead and make about a pound of herb butters with it. And I got 4 different kinds of herb butters in my refrigerator. And they are putting it on everything. Now, under here hiding, let's see here. You see this curly leaf parsley. Now, don't sleep on parsley, because parsley is good. You want to be able to do that. It's not just a decoration. It's really good to eat also and to season. You see what I'm saying? So this is what the garden is looking like now. here on the balcony. It's what the garden is looking like now. And I want to hear from you. If you've planted a balcony garden, if you planted a front garden, if you have just like some herbs and things in your kitchen under a light, I want to hear from you. I want you to tell me down in the comments just what you're doing and how it's going along. You know, if they make you able to put in a picture, go ahead and do that. Okay? So, again, subscribe, share, comment, follow me on the other on all my other platforms. I love you. See you next time, and I indeed see you. Okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you.